What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are in the world of Shop Titans today. I just wanted to show you guys this game. I'm showing you guys this game because I don't really like mobile games, like at all. I think most of them are a giant waste of fucking time. They're enjoyable for about, I don't know, you might get a week out of them, and then after that you kind of want to, you know, never play them again and hate them. And most of them are horrible, terrible cash grabs and such along those lines. And very few of them kind of maintain my interest for long. This one's a little different. I think I've been playing this one with the wife, I want to say about 2 weeks straight, and fairly consistently, and pretty I mean, we've got a good amount of hours in. It's a great game to play while you're watching TV or something along those lines. It's not terribly action packed, but to me, it's what I would call an idle game that's not idle. Most games you play on mobile are gonna cock block you in one way, form, or fashion, where you're gonna get to a point where you can't progress anymore, you can't do anything at all, and that you have to stop playing the game. Or you have to pay to speed something up, or blah, 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 blah. This game doesn't have that problem. I mean, there's an argument you could have that it does, but it really doesn't. So let's go over the basics of the game. You are a shopkeeper in a little town, and you can't see the whole town here because I can't rotate my camera right now because I'm playing on BlueStacks. If you're on mobile phone, you can rotate it around and kind of see a little bit more of the world. I believe, and I'm not 100% sure on this. Sorry, I'll open up a YouTube video. That it's this world right here, and that this is like your guild people. But I'm not sure about that because you can see we have, whoops, wrong button. There are 7 people in our guild, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I guess it's possible, yeah. I guess these could be all the little peoples. So I'm not sure, but I think that's how it works. And we'll get into guilds here in a minute. So when you start off with your shop, you have one area right here, and you can make one thing at a time. And as you progress through the game, you can make more things. You can, your menu system opens up, and you get access to a lot more stuff. You can decorate your shop with whatever you like and however you like. There's a bunch of different, like as they progress and level up, you get different looks. You have the different styles here, and then there are different skins that you can go through, and about half of them are free, and then the other half cost the currency. So you can kind of look at that how you want to. I think the ones that are free are pretty available. They also give you a large amount of currency pretty easily, but you know, obviously, just like anything else, it will be cheaper to pay for it. So each of these racks has different things. So for instance, this one right here can hold swords, maces, axes, spears, and staves or staves. This one right here can hold a lot of the same stuff: guns, bows, crossbows, and shields. So the different racks will hold different things, and you want, my understanding on Reddit is, the more things you have on your racks, the more people that will come into your shop. One of the other nice things about it is, if you have to take a break, people aren't going to get mad at you. They're going to just sit here and wait forever, which is nice. You also have some storage bins there for each of the resources that you can have. So there's iron, there's wood, there's leather, there's tree pieces, herbs, and then I believe there are, whoops, wrong setup. I believe there are other components that I haven't placed yet and or gotten to. So yes, so there is steel, there is ironwood, there is fabric, and there is oil. So I haven't gotten to these resources yet, and as you can see, I'm at 24 of 24. So even if I wanted to, I couldn't use them yet regardless. Now, you can expand your little house here. It starts off very cheap, gets very expensive. Right now we're up to 1 million. I'm getting close to that. I'll probably do that by the end of the day. We may even do it by diamonds instead of by money. I'm still not sure if that's the best way to go about doing it. I've heard that's the better way to do it, but I'm not sure. You also have a limit to the number of items that you can craft at once. So for instance, right now, I believe I can do, let's see, what else are we looking to make? I need one of those. And let's do, okay, so we have 5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's this little one back here in the back left that you can't see. If I wanted to get more, I could unlock it for 750 gems, or I can level to 40. We're currently level 30, and then we can spend 2 mil on it. Now, all of these different items, let's go back into the system here. When you first start off, you're only going to have access to some of the items. You're also going to notice that some of these are gold and some of them are not. So for instance, right here, let's look at this one. If we make 8 espadas, then we will unlock a time reduction. So this will make it make faster. This one right here, I don't know what the arrow up does. I think it increases the quality. So you have a chance of getting like, think of it like Diablo. Every time something drops, it could be a normal item, it could be a slightly better item, mastercraft, etc., etc. There's a bunch of different tiers of items. This one would reduce the resources, so it will take less iron to make, etc., etc. So there's a bunch of different stuff, and if you want to see what some of that is, you can click on it. We can go to milestones, and you can see first it's a money increase, and a resource reduction, time reduction, quality chance, and a quality chance. So all of these allow you to do better on that specific thing, and all you have to do is make more of it. Now, on top of that, there's what they call Ascension. Now, with Ascension, there are 3 tiers per item. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Each one of those gives you another benefit on top of the milestone. So for instance, this will further reduce the resources spent. This will give you a 10% chance to multi-craft. So instead of crafting 1, you craft 2, and then further reduce the resources. The problem is these are very, very expensive. So this is a tier 3 item. You can see it takes 10 Ascension shards. Let's say we wanted to do a tier 5 item. It takes 20 Ascension shards, and I believe that just keeps getting bigger and bigger. So down here, this one is a level 1. It's already, you get 1 free. This one, the next one's not going to cost 5. I don't know what a normal tier 1 item costs to upgrade. I guess we can find out. Interesting. So maybe the price doesn't go up as you invest, which would be really nice. So you might be asking, why the hell would I want to do Ascension on some of these? I mean, some of these we're probably not even going to use, and that's correct. A lot of them you aren't going to use, but if you do choose to ascend, you do get bonuses. Now, these are per item. So for instance, I'm a sword amateur because they gave me one in the tutorial or gave me 1 star, so I have 1 star. If I hit 3 stars, then I get this stuff, and if I hit 6 stars, I get this stuff. If I hit 9 stars, now all of a sudden we're getting bonus EXP. We get 12, more money. We get 15. Now there is a energy cost reduction, etc., etc. And then you get a multi-craft chance, etc., etc. So if you end up working in a specific field, so to speak, like if you're, I've got a lot of iron here, so if, for whatever reason I decide iron's my way to go and I'm working on swords or maybe armor or something, then you might want to specialize in those. I would recommend not spending your Ascension shards till you're like 5 or 6 or maybe even tier 7, because they are so hard to get, and you're going to need to, you're going to need to save them. And honestly, for the lower tiers, it doesn't really matter that much unless you've 100% decided, okay, I'm going to be a sword master for whatever reason, then that's fine. Just keep in mind, just because you think sword sounds cool doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the best option for you later on, because there's a whole lot of information about this game out. You can actually search for a spreadsheet. The company puts out the value per minute, basically, of all the different items, so you can find out which items are the best. So once you've made your items, where do we go from here? Well, you notice we have a couple things up in the top right hand corner. We have energy, we have gold, and we have diamonds. Now, energy is an interesting system that they have in this game. So this is the selling screen. This guy wants to buy these reinforced greaves for me, and I can suggest to sell him a different item because maybe I don't have this or I don't want to sell it. I run the risk with small talk, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that. We succeeded. You see we went from 24 to 48. Now this will not tell you how much you're going to get with small talk, whereas the rest of these things will tell you how much it's going to give you or cost you. So for instance, if I sell this, it's going to give me 4 energy. I can increase that by increasing the level of my counter, but only the counter as far as I'm aware. And that gets pretty pricey pretty fast. 5 energy is really not that big a deal. Now, the other options I have is I can refuse. Now, if I refuse now, it's going to cost me energy. Now, if right here I refuse because we didn't do small talk, it won't cost me a thing. Now, as this number gets higher, I will get less and less from small talk. So one of the excuse me. So one of the things you kind of want to do is small talk when you're low energy, and it will give you more bumps. As you get higher up, not so much. Now, one of the other interesting things you can do that will help you out is you can kind of force yourself into a smaller energy state. So for instance, you have the option to discount an item. What that does is I'm going to sell it for half price to this guy, or I can surcharge it, which means I'm going to sell it for twice the price to this guy. They don't seem to care. It doesn't seem to have a benefit or drawback other than just giving you money or taking you less money. The benefit is the energy. So for instance, this is going to cost me 63 energy. This would give me 40 energy. So what you can do is you can use some of these lower items to beef up your higher items. So for instance, right here, this is 35. Let's say I want to surcharge this. We're down to 7. So we go ahead and sell that. That goes away. Well, I want to surcharge this. Well, shit, I can't. I don't have the stuff for it. We flip back over here. I can discount this, which is going to hurt me a little bit in money, but it's going to give me energy, which I will then be able to quickly use, hopefully here. Now I'm going to small talk this, and if we succeed, hey, we can go ahead and surcharge that as well and move on. So that's a core gameplay setup there. There is some other stuff here that I'll show you real quick as we move through. One of the things that I just showed you right here is there is a bounty system. If you are part of a guild, which you are definitely going to want to either be in your own or somebody else's, I would strongly recommend finding an active guild that will let you in. You will get the ability to pick something. So for instance, right here, surcharge 7 items of tier 1 or above. All right, we're going to go ahead and pick that. That's a very easy one to do. It's going to give us 5 points, and it's going to give us 1 little doob here, which is used to level up your guild. You also have daily tasks. These reset, I think it's once a day, but it's a rolling setup. So, you know, if you don't clear them all out at the same time, then, you know, they're going to come in every 30 minutes to an hour, and you just kind of work your way through them. You can't see how many you have left down here, which is kind of a bummer, but these are all usually pretty easy. So you want to make sure you keep yourself in bounties if you can, and keep yourself in tasks. Now you may be asking, well, why do I want to do bounties? Well, there's a couple reasons. Let's head over to the guild and we can talk about that. All right, so before we get to the guild, this is your town. Now, unlike most games, this is not your town. This is your guild's town. Everyone contributes, everyone works together, and everyone benefits off of this. So for instance, right here, this level 8 wizard tower that I have been working on, other people have been working on it as well. So you can see I have put 261,000. Wisley has put in 1.6 million because he's crazy. And you can see how many physical investments we have and how much money we've put in. So this is level 8 for me, it's level 8 for him, and it's level 8 for everybody else in the guild. So you put money into these guys, and each of these dudes gives you different benefits. The blue ones are resources. They're the ones that are going to give you your wood, your metal, your trees, your herbs, etc., etc. The more you invest into them, the faster those resources will appear. So for instance, this guy's going to be producing fabric every 1.5 minutes. You want these guys to kind of be leveled up so that they go faster. Now there is one drawback. Now remember earlier I was telling you this game's really nice because it's not very intrusive. I can't tell you how many games that you're going to be playing on the mobile device that are just going to be pounding you with ads. Like, holy shit, have you played Words with Friends? Like, you can't blink your eyeballs without having to watch an ad there. A lot of them will, you know, hey, watch an ad to speed this up. Hey, watch an ad to get some energy. Hey, watch an ad to go wipe your ass. It's fucking annoying. This one does not have it. There are no in-app ads. 0. However, there are 2 purchases that you can't get without spending money. One of them is, I believe, this one right here. She is guns and crossbows. You literally cannot get these two lines without purchasing it. Do you need these two lines? No. Is that expensive? Yes, but the game's free and there's no in-ad purchases. So for me, this is acceptable and it's tolerable. For you, it may not be, and I completely understand. I believe, I'm kind of confused because I thought this was the other one. Ah, yes. Wands and things like that are for her. So that's $20. So total $30, $40, $50, and you unlock basically everything in the game. That's the big cock block in this game, so to speak. Now, I mentioned that you don't have to have those items to play the game. It's true. You can level all the way up. There's no real... It's just diversity. The one thing that you will notice that does kind of suck about that is occasionally in the guilds you'll get bounties, and it'll be bounties for craft a gun. I literally can't do that because I don't have a gun. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, there's enough bounties that are out there. For some people, this is going to be a game breaker, and I completely understand that. But you can see I don't have either of these, and they're both level 5. That just shows you that, you know, the guild has purchased those and got them set up. I don't have this guy or this girl either. This one's $1 million. He allows you to do more tiered items above tier 5. And I believe this one is the Holy Lady. Yeah, she does jewelry and some of the gems. I could afford her, but I'm saving up for something else. So... the guilds are going to help immensely with this stuff. Plus, all the guilds can help each other in reducing the build times, which is huge. You can also set up requests, like if there's something that you need, the guild can also provide that if they want to. I haven't seen it used much yet, but it is an option. Let's see, what else? The guild system. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cold. There is a ranking, so you can see how everyone is worth, whether it's blueprints, how many they've got unlocked. You can see where you place. You can look at net worth, so you can see who's the big ballers, etc., etc. Keep in mind, people track that stuff because, like I mentioned, this is a group effort, and so the money that you throw into the guild's city helps you and it helps them. So if you're just hanging out in somebody's city and not spending any money, you might end up getting kicked. So definitely contribute. It is tracked. They can see, I mean, like I was just showing you here a minute ago, you can definitely see under investors who's putting money in and maybe who's not. Now, just because Timmy hasn't put anything in the smithy doesn't mean she's not, well, let me even show. Doesn't mean she's not putting in money elsewhere. There's a couple of vendors she's thrown a lot of money into. But these guys are expensive as hell. So it's quite a bit of an investment, but these things allow you to level up, certain characters. They allow you to have access to certain tiers of recipes, etc., etc. The market is insanely active. So there's a couple options here. You can basically see everything in the game. You can sort by gold price. You can sort by there's a lot of different ways you can break things down in here. You can set up special items that you're looking for and find those. You can flip through, and one of the nice things about it is it'll tell you what the base value of an item is. So Celestial Staff, it costs 60,000 to make, basically. This person is selling it for 90,000. So what does that mean? Well, that means I could buy this and make a profit. Because 60,000, if I surcharge it, is going to give me, surcharge always doubles. So 60,000, if I surcharge that, is going to give me 120,000. This is 90. That means I make a $30,000 profit. Now, this also shows that there are 100 of these in market. I could buy it with gold or I could buy it with gems. With 100 of them in market, that doesn't mean there's 100 of them in market at 90,000. It just means there's 100 listed. So be careful and not spam this, because if you just spam this gold price thing, you're going to burn through your money when it flips up to 115,000, because there's probably not many at 90K. We just got lucky and saw that. This one right here, now this is a little bit more normal. This one's 23,000. It's being sold for 78K. If we surcharge this, it would be 46,000. So this one is almost double the surcharge rate. I don't know why anybody would sell it there, and that's probably why there's a shit ton of them on the market. You'll find that a lot of people will sell things just to clear out their inventory. There's a lot of stupid people in the world. There are a lot of good deals to be found here. Just be careful though that like this right here, its base value is 60,000 and its gold price is 90,000. I physically can't sell this thing for a surcharge right now because to surcharge it's based on the item's value. So let me show you that real quick. Let's go to shop. So right here, if I want to surcharge this is 82 and its base value is 5150. This one's 32. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Okay, yeah, it does. 82 and 63. So this one is cheaper and is easier to do. This one's more expensive. So that's 60,000 one. To double that little thing, I'm probably going to need like 300 or 400 energy, which I don't physically have. Well, how do you get more energy? Two ways. One, you upgrade the stuff in your house. So right here, you can see if I upgrade this will go from 24 to 27. That'll give me 3 extra energy. That adds up as you start upgrading them all throughout your house or your shop. I can add on more places. Whoops. I can add on more places to my shop here. Each one of these places gives me, I think, like an extra 8 slots. And you can see we're at 24, so 3 times 8 is 24. This would give me 8 more slots. So I could fill that up with 8 more slots, which would drastically improve my energy. Keep in mind it's $1 million for this one, probably $1.5 million, $2 million, etc., etc. So that does get very expensive as we move on very quickly. Now this right here, I don't know if you noticed that, I completed that item and it gave me Silver Thistle. That is one of the other benefits here. See if I can show you that on any of these. Probably not. There we go. So scale armor, you see right here it says Hauberk. This is grayed out. It's grayed out because I don't have access to it. But if I make 2 more, right? 3 more scale armors, that will, and you can see right here because of the recipe, that will unlock this for us, and then I will be able to make tier 4 armor. You can see that on both of those. So making the same items and kind of progressing them is also good there. What else have I missed? We went over bounties, let's go over some of the other kind of story stuff. And by story stuff, I don't mean like storyline, I mean story as in the money stuff. Now, Royal Merchant is their, I think it's $10 a month. It lets you repair items with gold, gives you bonus VIP, 10% gems, fortune zone discounts, and early access on offers. The main reason that you want this, if you decide, and it's $10, me and Kat don't mind doing it, we both ended up doing it, is if you go in here and you run quests, which is where you get some of your rare items. These items right here are only achievable by doing dungeons and such, and there's different tiers of dungeons, and then they scale up and get harder and harder, and then the dungeons have boss fights. So you can see that we've got different levels of hero power here, and I can show you the hero powers are based on the equipment. All of this is stuff that you're making in your shop. You can then equip it on your heroes. You can actually click optimize and it will automatically put the stuff on here. There is a skill system that people unlock as they progress, and each type of the heroes has 6 different setups. So like if I wanted to add another hero slot, shit, I don't have one, and I'm not going to pay for one right now, but if I had another hero slot, I could hire another hero, and you can see each one of these will have 6 different, so like the red, there's 6 different fighters, 6 different types of mages, there's 6 different types of rogues, etc., etc. So there are quite a few different class types, and then on top of that you have champions, which are kind of like your super god guys. This is the other grind in the game. You start off with one of these, and then the other ones you have to grind. Now you can see I'm just about to get Lilu. Every day you get 2 quests, it seems like, from these people. As long as you do your quests, you'll get coins, and slowly over time you will unlock these characters, and then you can use them as well as your heroes over here. So but anyways, the reason that you want those is, and I'll show you here in just a sec, if you go and fight one of these things and do your stuff, we'll go and repair that with gold, you'll notice that I get EXP, it levels up, and then there's 2 different categories here. There's gray and then there's yellow. The yellow items you can only get if you're part of the subscription. So, you know, again, decide if that's something that's a deal breaker for you or not. I completely understand if it is, but hey, the game doesn't make you do ads. It doesn't make you pay for anything. I don't know, $10 a month for something that you're actually enjoying. I mean, it's less than a combo meal at McDonald's. Chests. It does have chests. Each of the different zones, so to speak, has a chest. You can only get keys either by buying them or by doing the different stuff. There's about a 30% drop rate on those, and sometimes items are good. Like, this is nice, it's resources. These things I don't give a shit about. But you can get Ascension shards here, and you can get what is it, the research stuff that allows you to unlock new recipes. So they're pretty vital. Plus there are 6 special recipes in each box. I have 2 of the 6 here. There are 4 more that I have yet to unlock. So as you progress, you run a chance of unlocking them. I have 5 of these and 4 of these. You can see I'm definitely not going to be paying money for them, but as I get the keys, I'll definitely use them. If we go to the store, these are the 2 merchants I was telling you about. You have access to this right here. Now, this right here is these points. You can use these points on whatever you like. I am going to go ahead, I believe, and unlock these gems because the gems are kind of hard to get. Now you'll notice this is checked off. You can re-roll this once a day, so I can't re-roll it for 55 more minutes. But when I do, it will re-roll this. Now keep in mind, this will not come back for 7 more hours, even if I re-roll it. So keep that in mind. If you buy 2 things in the re-roll, you're only going to get what you've got left. And then you've got all the other bullshit stuff in here that the store offers. You get your limited specials, which you get a discount on if you're in the club. You've got all the different coins and stuff, and you get the money. Like I said, I've only spent $10 on this, but you know, you can do what you like. Piggy bank is something that shows up every 24 hours. You get a bank, you can earn the money that fills up the bank, and then you get to break the bank, and then the bank has an item in it. The gold one has a little bit nicer shit in it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every 7 days you get a really nice item. And I think that's basically the gist of the game, more or less. Like I said, for me, I enjoy it as far as mobile games go, and to me, mobile games are kind of like the cesspool of gaming. I have yet to find hardly any good mobile games. This is one of the better ones. I usually don't hang around long enough to play them to get to this point, but you know, the wife enjoys it, I enjoy it, something that we can work on together, and you know, I think it's pretty good. So I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. I don't think I'll do a series on this because it just wouldn't really be all that exciting. It'd just be like, all right, you know, today we're moving up to tier 6 and selling a bunch of shit and pressing some buttons. But I enjoy the game. I did want to share that with you because, you know, I think games are a lot of fun for everybody. And if there's a game out there that, you know, hits somebody's special itch, and this is unique. There are no other shop games that don't suck that I've seen. So, you know, if you know a good shop game like this, feel free to throw it out there. I know there's a couple on PC. I haven't taken a look at those, but on mobile, as far as I know, there is nothing like this out there. And especially that's unobtrusive. Most of them are holy shit obtrusive. It's like, yeah, let's watch 47,000 ads. This is very nice. It's not going to do that to you. You get to decorate your house, you get to play with your friends, and it's very low impact and low pace. And like I said, if you've got 6 hours to play, you can craft all night long. There's nothing stopping you from crafting. The only caveat is energy juggling, which isn't really a penalization. And the only other issue is being able to do enough quests to run and get these items. But even if you can't get these, there are so many lower tier recipes that you can do that just getting caught up on all of those is going to take you forever. I mean, you'll notice I've got a few of them golded, but like, nope. One of the 2, nope, 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 nope. And I've got like probably 40 hours invested in this already, sadly. Now some of that is, you know, hanging out in the drive-through at some, you know, restaurant, sitting waiting for somebody to answer a question at work or whatnot. But you know, there is a lot of time that we've invested in this game. The only drawback I do want to say, and I can't show you guys because it also shows my account identifier, and I don't want anybody stealing my account. I have had problems with multi-device on this. My wife has not, though. So Kat can play on BlueStacks, and she can play on her cell phone, and it transfers back and forth, no problem. I started playing on my cell phone. We're currently playing on BlueStacks. I had to contact their support. They were supposed to move it over so I could play on both, but it kicked it off my phone. And then I'm like, hey, you kicked it off my phone. 2 days later, they moved it back to my phone. I'm like, well, yeah, I like to play on both my phone and my thing. 2 days later, they moved it back to here. I'm like, yeah, now I can't play on my phone. They moved it back to my phone. So the support sucks, I guess, is the nicest way. I've literally sent in, I mean, I can play it on BlueStacks now, so that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to fuck with it anymore because I'd rather play on it on my computer than play it on my phone. And that sucks because I enjoyed playing it at work, during the downtime I have there and on my lunch breaks, but, it is what it is. But their support was absolutely no help after 7 or 8 tickets. So there's something wrong, I guess, with one of my accounts because it should be tied to my username. Because, I have my tdkpyrostasis@gmail.com. It's what I'm using on BlueStacks. It's what I'm using on my phone, and it should be able to work both ways. Nope. So keep that in mind if that's something that's important to you, like it is to me. It's a big drawback, and it's very frustrating, but unfortunately, there's not much I can do about it. But I did want to let you guys know that's my only big complaint with the game. Other than that, I like it a lot. So let me know what you guys think about it. Think it's a cool game? Think it sucks? Something you'd like to play? Or not really. Let me know in the comment section down below. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip. What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and we have a brand new credits screen because one of you left me. I'm terribly hurt over that. Not because you left me, but because I have to redo the credits screen. Rah! It takes a whole 15 seconds of my life, so no big deal. I do want to give big shout outs to Alex Knock Joker, who appears to have changed his name or somehow developed a time machine. Cole Walker, 15 months. James Seymour, 12. Ronald Weasley, 12. Legion, or Section X, 12 months. Star Wars, Josh Smith. I've been calling you John Smith forever. I apologize for that. 6 months. Black Hawk and Coaster, the only 2 members of the name group. Coaster is a bearded woman in Outlands or Outer Worlds when we get back to that due to that, so we'll see what we're going to name after Blackhawk. Then we got Chandler, Xerxes, both of you at 5 months, and then Alex McGuane at 4 months. I do appreciate all of you guys who clicked the join button. It means a lot. It helps fund the limited resources of the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Keep in mind, if your name's up here, you have also access to the early access videos list. This is a list where I throw up all the videos like once a week, and you guys get early access to them. You can watch them before anybody else. So if that's something you want to do, make sure you keep an eye open for that. You should be able to just access that through the post in the member section. If you can't find it for whatever reason, feel free to reach out and let me know, and I will work on getting you those links. If you would like to have your name up here with everybody else, there's a join button down below. We have 3 ranks. One's 2, one's 5, one's 10. $2 rank gets you early access videos. $5 rank gets you early access videos and your name in the credits. And then the 10, is it 10? No. Yes, the $10 rank gets you early access videos, name in the credits, and naming rights, which basically means I get to destroy your name in some hilariously horrible method in some video game that we end up playing. So if you would like your name destroyed by me, that might be something you want to consider. That being said, my content's always available free. You never have to subscribe. It's just an option if you would like to. If not, that's fine too. I just appreciate you watching. Once again, guys, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next clip.